Edge Technology screens. Took me a while to get on today. It's been a very, very busy day. The launch of the new technology, and then we got some other orders that came in, so it has been a really busy day today. Tomorrow's gonna be a processing day. Friday's gonna be a processing day. We got to do a processing day on 2 days, so it's gonna be Thursday and Friday because of the orders. But yeah, God is a blessing, and thank you so much for my customers for the support. I really appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna be talking about the day inside and outside today because we got some really good weather today here in Philadelphia. So we're going to be doing some demonstrations outside and inside. I told you I was going to do this yesterday when we showed off the Phantom's technology outside on why you do not want to go with gray screens or white screens when it comes to inside or outside use. Number one, you're going to be paying money for a lot for projectors. So like I said, at the end of the day, you're going to have to get a high-end projector to make up for what the screen will be lacking. You will be stuck in ambient light controlled environments because the screen cannot pick up in fully lit environments. That's another problem you're going to have. And like I said, they're not much of a difference from a white screen, just a little bit of a bump up. That's basically about it. I ordered a gallon of some bare silver screen. And I'm not going to tell you what's going to be happening in the next couple of days, but yeah, we're going to start placing some orders real soon. So we want to get this stuff up here as fast as possible so we can begin the process of integrating that into some of our demonstrations, which we're going to be doing all this week, all this month, on why you want to stay away from these particular screen paints because they don't have the capability to pull that color level. So as you can see, this is a Phantom technology. It's pulling up a solid red level, and as you can see, the gray screen paint mix is not. All right, so let me go grab me a few things over here, make sure we got our tapes and everything we're good to go, and we'll start off. Now we have a few people that are going to be actually already placed orders for the Phantom. They're going to be doing some picture demonstrations, and we post those on our website along with videos so you get a chance to see the technology. And we also may be shipping down a couple extra quarts of this product right here, this mix, so they can do a side-by-side and they can display the screen inside and outside. Because we don't want just us to be doing these demonstrations. We're going to have other people doing them too. So like I said, and the claim for these particular products, the claim was made that a gray screen could pull a contrast level equal to a black screen. So that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be doing demonstrations on like star fields, OLED fish, stuff like that, fully lit environments to see if this gray screen paint can pull the exact same contrast level as a black screen. Now, those of you who have common sense know that that's not true, but sometimes things have to be outed in a certain way in order to show you that people lie. Anyway, we're going to be doing our own demonstrations over here. Also, too, including digital and crystal screen paint will be involved in this too, because like I said, all great screen paint products are digital and crystal screen paint. I do have paint on screens. They do have a contrast screen, which is actually kind of it's kind of white. But I have to call them up and ask them about that because maybe it's used for something else. Maybe it's utilized for this and that. It may not be used for movie theater applications. So I don't want to basically jump the gun on that until I actually talk to somebody down in that facility to say, hey, why is this stuff called this way? What is it used for? So I can get an understanding of it because it could be used for something completely different. All right, so now we got the color red up there. We're going to be flashing containers all this week, a lot of containers, and we're going to be doing a lot of unboxings. All right, so first things first, we got two products. I'm going to have to find my old Digital One Crystal Screen Paint containers. Yeah, I'm going to find my old labels. I think the old labels are laying around somewhere. I think they're on the original. We have another original site. They might be on there. So these are the two screen paints we're going to have right now side by side. Right there. That is the Black Phantom right there. That's before we put the final label on it. So that's the old label. We upgraded the label. And there's the other screen paint that claims to be able to pull a contrast level equal to black screens. We're also going to be picking up today a few other things too. So let's get this started. I'm going to get my product up there too because I want to keep this fair. So this right here is a gray screen painting product we made 7 years ago. This is called Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Because we get people that will come and say, well, what if I paint my screen with bare silver screen? Or what if I paint it with this? What if I paint it with that? Paint it with the gray screen paint. Am I going to be able to get the same? No. Again, Digital One Crystal screen paint. Now this right here is made simple. We made this with, well, at the time, like I said, we didn't have the silver screen that come out yet. Around that time we were making this, we had bare 1050. So bare 1050 and probably about, if you're doing a gallon, about a half a quart of black would go into that. And then you would put some silver into it. The silver wouldn't do anything. You would never see the silver. You think you would see it, but you wouldn't see it. That would be diluted by the paint. The gray and the white would dilute that pretty much. And then we drop a little silver into that to get that to react. Now the silver you would see, but you won't see that. You won't see the other paint. That'd be too well diluted. Where's my tape at? I came out here. Oh, here we go. That's what I said. I know I brought tape here with me. Yeah, we got our orders for this week. Came out very nice. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So we really do appreciate it. God is always good. All right, so we're going to take this right here. This is our product from about 7 years back. It's nice to look at your product that you made 7 years ago and compare it to what you make now, which is interesting to look at. If you notice, as I said before, we're going to make several different, this is going to be a long process. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some bare silver screen bullseye. We're going to make different forms of gray screen paints. I'm going to show you, we're going to make them off by how many teaspoons we put in. So we'll do bare silver screen. We'll put 2 teaspoons in one. We'll put 1 teaspoon in another one, 3 in another one. I think the max you should do is about 4. We'll blend them in. We'll take them, we'll put them up, we'll match them against different products. And then what we'll do is, like, that's what they should be doing. Side-by-side demonstrations, mind you. When we do a Phantom, or any screen paints we do, we take black surfaces, we stick them up against the screen, and we show a white level. The reason why we do that is because we want to see if there's a difference between the black surface, like a black sheet, or black vinyl, or whatever we may choose to put up there. Is there a difference between this and that? Same thing should carry over for gray screen paint. So that's why we're going to make multiple different mixes together. We're going to put them side by side and see how much of a difference we're going to get at 13 feet. Now, we're not going to be right up on top of the screen, 13 feet. Wherever the projector sits, that's where the camera's going to sit. So we should be able to see a difference from 13 feet. If we can't see a difference from 13 feet, then just let me know at the end of the day, that product has this in it. If you notice in the demonstration, we're sitting back quite a distance. You can see the difference between the two. That's how it's supposed to be. You should never be sitting a finger distance from the screen, because you're not going to be sitting that close when you watch it. That's what we're going to be doing. These are just some of the tests that are going to be done. We're going to break this down. And I mean, if you've seen me do demonstrations before, it's going to be brutal. So we're going to break it down. So we're going to make several different screen paints. We're going to do them shades of black. We're going to do some more, somewhat less, and we're going to match them against certain products that will be shipped in here. And then we'll see exactly how close they come to these particular products. We'll put down the price, how much we paid for it, and then we'll basically, like I said, sit down back from a distance and see if there's any big, huge, significant difference. Now, say if I pull up this gray screen paint, Cinemax. We put that paint in the middle of a black screen, and that thing blends into a black screen. That would be quite impressive. We're at 13 feet, and we can't tell the difference between the OLED horse and our black screen at 13 feet. That would be impressive. Those are the kind of demonstrations that have to be done, and they have to be done in a fully lit environment. So none of that corners, dark little corners, blocking windows, and all that other nonsense. And then we'll take it outside, because if it performs out inside, remember our screens are designed for outside too. It has to perform outside also. All right, so let's get through this. Let's see what we got to do here. Let's pull those white levels first. There's the white levels on our black technology versus the white levels on my screen paint under Digital One Crystal screen paint and under the Metallica Mix 2.0. Some of y'all look at this, y'all don't know what you're looking at. I'm not trying to be rude here, but when you're looking at the screen, there's a certain white level it's supposed to pull up. It's not supposed to be too bright, and it can't be too dark. If it's showing too much white light, that means the screen's automatically going to wash out. I go through the certifieds all the time. They use a reflective surface. They use a reflective surface because they know if they darken the screen, white level is going to drop. But this gives an advantage point. as they're going against a white screen. As you can see the difference between on a white screen versus a certified screen versus a gray screen paint mix. It is a huge, massive difference when it comes to the gray screen paint products. It also shows you at the end of the day they haven't been tested. Digital One Crystal Screen Paint has never ever been tested on the level that we test our screens on now. Like I said, it's an old screen paint. All right, there we go. Let's go pop over to, I got my microphone hooked up to this. Where is my mic on this? My camera. The camera's going to activate sound. That way. So that's why I asked you the questions. At the end of the day, is your screen blind? Can it see color? If your screen is one of these colors, it's a blind screen. It can't see color and it can't see contrast. Let me get my microphone in here. Okie dokie. Want to have a little fight with you. Okay, there we go. The microphone should be coming on right now. There we go. This makes it a lot easier for me. Blue screen. Maybe it doesn't. All right, whatever. All right, there we go. I'm going to show the color blue. As I said before, we're using a 720p projector, 4,000 lumens. We are around about 13 feet from the screen. When I pull back my camera, there's my projector at 4,000 lumens. So at 4,000 lumens, neither the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint nor the Crow's Metallica Mix 2.0 will pull a decent color level. This is why you're told to calibrate. Now, keep in mind that it's a mid-grade color screen. Both of them are. Anything under that, which means anything lighter, it's going to have a worse effect. And anything over, it's going to basically pull too high of a contrast level, and that may darken the screen. Now, for those of you saying, well, how come you're not testing anybody else? Well, nobody else makes those accusations. I have never heard of anybody. I've gone to different sites where people are displaying their screen paints, and I've never seen anyone said that a black screen, a gray screen, is going to pull the same contrast up as a black screen. Never seen anything like that. Never heard of it. So that's why we're doing this. If it's not pulling up blue, what makes you think it's going to pull black? That's just basic common sense. All right. Let's go over to this on white levels again. Test out the black screen's ability to pull its high white levels. As you can see, the screen is jet black. Neither the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint or the Metallica Mix 2.0 has the ability to be able to turn the screen dark and unwatchable. I love this Phantom. You have no idea how powerful this screen is. Now, like I said, for the next couple of months, we'll be campaigning with other people, customers, people we have contracts with on these particular products. I will be buying quite a lot of this because I will be circulating this product throughout our contracts and so forth to do side-by-side demonstrations to get the opinion how other people feel about gray screens versus black technology. And also, too, to clear up some of these accusations that a gray screen can pull a contrast equal to a black screen. I think that needs to be out there on a much, much larger level. All right, let's go over here, get ourselves another snow demonstration. I love doing these. You think about it, if it's a black screen and its high points of the technology is contrast, but I kind of always like doing the white levels. I love doing the white levels and colors to show how amazing the screen can pull up. It is actually really fun. Look at that. When you have this is why we call it the final. When you have a black screen that can pull up insane contrast levels that gray screens and white screens can't do. And then they can pull the color, because the darker the screen, the heavier the contrast is going to be, but you're still going to need a white level in order to balance it out so the screen doesn't become too dark. Has that capability. What's going to match it? Let's go over to, oh, let's get a slow color change out on this one. That's why it's a big mistake to paint your screen with any bare silver screen, to paint your screen with any bullseye, to paint your screens with any form of gray mixtures. Just not going to work at the end of the day. And as for the Metallica Mix 2.0, well, if you notice something, that the Digital One Crystal screen paint, which is our original screen paint, is actually matching that screen, and that screen is from 7 years ago. They both pull the exact same color. It's a washed out color. So this is 7 years old, and this is a product that was supposed to be some newer screen paint. Let's get some other screens up there too while we're up here. We're going to go with the Personal Mix. I put in a request for a certain screen paint. I'm not going to say which one it was, but I did have an order being placed. I'm not going to tell you when the order is being placed, but we did put the request in. Money was already transferred to the account to have it already taken care of so we can have it here on the kitchen table. We're not going to say which one we're going for first, but we are going for one of them. All right, so this right here is the Personal Mix right there. Same screen paint mixture. Now the difference between the Personal Mix, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to figure it out, is the fact that, like I said, how we made our screen paints, we put the white paint in it, Bear 1050, and then we would use black paint to put a toner into it. The toner would adjust how dark we have it. Depends on what color shade it is, depends on how much paint was put into it, black paint, in order to get that particular shade of color. So with this being lighter, of course, it's probably either 2 teaspoons or 1. I'm going to go with 2 teaspoons. If this one's going to be 3 right here from the door, this one's definitely going to be 2. Now, anything lighter than that would probably be 1 teaspoon. Or tablespoon. I would go with tablespoon instead of teaspoon, to tell you the truth, honestly. Now keep in mind, as we were doing these demonstrations, we did put up a challenge. There were challenges for outside demonstrations, Starfield challenges that were never ever met by the individual who designed these screens due to the fact that he couldn't produce a star field. But we will give that challenge again today. The opportunity you will have today is, we're going to be outside shortly. Let's see, we'll give you a star field challenge. If you set in mind, your product's still coming through. One order was already placed, going to be placed today. Or maybe tomorrow, or maybe the day after that. But we will have one. And you won't know who it is or when it's going to happen. But I'm going to have every last one on that table. That's my goal now. I'm not developing screen paints anymore. I'm about to start testing against other screens now again. So if you made these accusations and you can back them up, then we'll have them here and we'll see what happens. Now, also too, we're going to be giving you a challenge today. Starfield demonstration outside. All your light screen products at once, outside, Starfield demonstration display only. You can use any projector you want, doesn't make a difference. So that's your challenge today. Once your product gets here, we're going to have all your products in one hit. First, we're going to go up against the Phantom. We're going to take that outside. Starfield demonstration inside outside. You're going to do long throw, ultra short throw. I'm going to see the difference. If I swap out projectors, am I going to get the same image? Because that's the problem we're having here. We're watching your demonstrations. I noticed that the leisure projector that was used for the customer, that screen doesn't look the same way as it does in your video demonstration. So we know that your projector is overhyping the image. So, you know, I'm gonna be picking up a few interesting items so we can do our comparisons correctly. Everything's gonna be done correctly. And then we're gonna go break it down. We're gonna get some screen paints. Like I said, we're gonna get some bare silver screen, some 1050, a couple gallons of black paint. We're gonna do these tablespoons by tablespoons. Some will have 3, some will have 2. We'll break it down and we'll put them next to your screens to see how close they come. And mind you, we're not gonna be doing this demonstration up close. This has to be done at 13 feet back where the projector has to land. Let's see how you come up, because you're looking a heck of a lot like a 7-year-old product right here. And that's a digital one crystal screen paint right there. Now this one's a little lighter because, like I said, less black paint. Now the Frankenstein is easy to make. We know what the Frankenstein is. Very easy to make that one. Now there's 2 ways you can make a Frankenstein. One way, you can start off with Bullseye. Bullseye makes a great primer. Now the great primer, you can add a couple of teaspoons of white into that. That will convert that easily. Easily done. If you take the great primer and you add nothing in it, it's actually the same color as the UV. I realized that when I was basically painting the upstairs in the attic one time. I was like, wait a minute, this is a heck of a like a UV. Came downstairs, perfect match. Now, there's a guy who makes a screen paint called HD. I think it's called HD Pro. I bought his. That stuff is different. I can tell that's different. There's something, I'm not going to break it down. I don't care what's in it. At the end of the day, it's none of my business. But it's different. And I did test it against Crow's product, and it beat a screen paint. And it's much cheaper. It's like $40 for 2 quarts. That's what I paid for it. At the end of the day, like I said, gray screens, can't see color and can't see contrast. At the end of the day, you're being fooled because, like I said, the caliber of projector makes up whether or not if the screen is going to be produced well or not. Even the big companies do that. If I talked to one of the companies I was talking to about one of their projection screens, we were talking about black technology, and he was explaining to me that the caliber of projector on how high you want a projector with a really high, not lumen count so much, but a contrast capability, so that way you can pick up darker levels. So they're picking up particular projectors when they do their demonstrations. They're going to have really heavy advanced contrast capabilities to make the screen look much, much darker. So that just tells you at the end that they have to rely on the projector. If not, if their technology was just as good as mine, then anytime that Screen Innovation or Elite Screens or any one of those big companies can go in and say, hey, look, we're going to swap this projector for a 720p and get the same image. Ain't going to happen. And then the projector has probably been calibrated. And they have certain videos that they're going to show in the demonstration to make the screen look good. And they put their little speech into it and voila, done. Does that sound familiar? Okay. All right, let's get ourselves another one. Let's get ourselves a white screen. Now, like I said before, with these great products we have up here, they are a better advancement over a white screen. But like I said, at the end of the day, it ain't by much. So let's get ourselves a white screen sample. All right, so we have here, this is a screen paint we used to make under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. It was called something called 2.9 Ice. It was Ice 2.9. It's had a crazy name attached to it, but anyway. It was a screen paint that was made to be really, really light to pick up really, really serious white levels. And at that time, I really thought I was seeing contrast in the demonstration. Like I said, 7 years ago, yeah. Compared to what we have now, yeah. All right, so this is it right here. It's much lighter. This is actually only 1 tablespoon of black paint for this one. I'm going to put that one right here. Now, when they come on there and they tell you that, hey, look, this screen paint's different from the other one because this one's picking up a much higher white level and this one over here is picking up a much heavier contrast level. No, this one has more black paint in it and this one has less. That's pretty much what it is. That right there is the Ice 2.9. All right. Now, mind you, we're at a 4,000 lumen projector. 4,000 lumens. It's not. Those have 12-bit color wheels on them because those are basically those are the venue projectors, and it's a Christie at that. And still, color's not coming up. Well, mine is a black screen. A black screen automatically, when you look at it, how they try to perceive that a black screen can't pull white light. And I've gotten this a few times in conversations talking with projection screen companies that black screens are virtually impossible. They can't pull white light. The colors don't come up bright enough on them. Interesting. So you haven't seen my stuff yet, have you? But I can't tell them who I am because I'm trying to get samples. All right, we'll take the Elite screens with the 0.9 gain and put that over there. I think I need to take that one a little bit more, clean it up a little bit too much there. Now mind you, usually, people are not going to have my screen to begin with. That's why we use the white screen, because that's usually what they're going to test against. Any one of these big companies out here are going to always test against a white screen. That's why I came out here yesterday, clicked the white screen on, to show you the difference between when we put a white screen up, how the UV mix comes up, dark and dirty, how the other gray screen paints come up, a little bit of a tint to it, a little dark to it, the white levels are not high enough on it, and where you can see the professional screens are going to cost you $5,000 and $3,000. They're pulling the white levels and contrast and color all at the same time. That's the reason why the screens cost $3 grand and $5,000. All right, let's switch out this color. Let's go with an ambient light color test. So the ambient light color test basically shows that the screen is going to be to maintain its color in a fully lit environment as the screen is changing colors, much like we're doing right here. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, we got some other colors here we haven't pulled up. Let's pull this up real quick. See what we get. And mind you, once you look at these two screens, pay attention to these two screens. Not so much this. I know this is impressive, but pay attention to these two. Mind you, Digital 1 Crystal Screen Paint, Metallica Mix 2.0. 7 years old. It's a 7-year-old screen paint product. Now, for those who are going to sit there and say, oh, Ken, you never made a great screen paint. Well, just look me up under Digital 1 Crystal Screen Paint. You sure enough will see me there in the demonstration, a much thinner me. And you will see me up there painting a screen on a wall in a little tiny room. That's me. And I was painting with gray screen paints, not black. Now, see how the shades react differently? This right here is less black paint. This is a little bit more, and this is much more right there. Depending on the difference, how much black you put into it, is how it's going to react to less and more contrast. All right, let's bring up, let's see, why we're here. Hopefully my microphone's working. Microphone was having some issues today. Let's pull that snow level again. I like pulling the snow level. Because like I said, the screen's black, you know what I mean? And you don't expect for, this is the darkest screen we make. You don't expect for a screen to pull the levels as high. I don't shy away from the white levels, never do. Okay, let's see if we can get, hopefully the microphone's working. I don't know why it wasn't working at first. Let me see. Ambient light color test. Oh, we butchered the daylights out of that one, but it came up. All right, so this is about like, wait, this is an ambient light color test. So you put this on, it shows you when this thing is flashing off and going off, how bad your colors are going to wash out in a fully lit environment. Shows the white levels first. As I like to do my demonstrations, and it switches over to the colors. Last color is black. Now it shows that our technology can maintain its color levels with no problem whatsoever. Color 2. As you see, the white screen's not picking up nothing. I said, at the end of the day, I have people that come up and have white screens and swear up and down that they're getting the best. I said, no. Your screen's not picking up nothing. It's picking up some color, but really it's nothing. That's why that's the bottom dollar screen. That's the cheap screen. You want to go get a projection screen? White screen's the cheapest screen you're going to get. Then after that, it's going to be like a gray, which is cinema gray. Then after that, it's going to be that mid gray, like the cinema gray 5D, cinema gray 3D, stuff like that. Or if you get a matinee black 0.9, something like that, that's going to cost you. And then after that, you reach into the darker screens, which are the gunmetals, which are black diamond, which are the Dark Star 9 and Daylight's new darker screen. That's what you're going to pay for. Optima even has a dark screen. I was surprised at that they have one. There's another company too, another projection screen company that has one, that has a dark screen. And then with DMP Supernova, I think it's not the Blade, it's the Infinity. The Infinity is the darker version of that particular. I have both of them here. All right, let's go over to some contrast levels now. Now you already seen already that your white levels are going to pick up on a gray screen, but it just can't see color. Well, before we do that, let's go over to the Skyworth demonstration because I like to cover all my bases. All right, we'll start off from here. Full demonstration. I'm going to bring this back so we're at our distance. Now you see right here where the white levels come up nicely, but look at the cups. Look at the fruit. The colors in the demonstration are washed out. It's picking up the white levels, just can't pick up the color. Now, as we were doing these tests, I had to keep a mental note to myself as we start getting these products in to try to keep it as professional as possible. I myself am going to try to keep them joking and laughing on camera and just, you know, just try to keep it professional as much as possible. Because I already know from the door of having experience in this field, especially with these light gray screen paint products, it is not going to go well. I can call that right from the door before they even get here. Cinemax is not going to pull contrast level equal to a black screen. It is not going to happen. And at the end of the day, you will see why he fought so hard to make sure those products didn't make it here. So we try to keep it. I'm going to try to keep it as professional as possible. Like I said, no joking, no this, that, and the other. Keep it clean. Like I said, I'm calling it before it starts. It's not going to go well. What we have here right now is having problems already. What's coming? It's going to have the same issues. Thank you. Package is being dropped off. Got to get ready for order dates. We got our orders came in. We got to do processing on Thursday and Friday. So I got a lot of work to do. Stack up on everything. And I mean, it's a lot of orders. I had to buy bundles of tape. It's gonna be a lot. Here's gonna be lots. All right. What's wrong? I'm hearing no sound at all. Period. Well, that's the end of the video. Well, that was short. All right. Let me grab the controller because I had to go and grab a package real quick. Oh, we can let this play. We'll let this play. That'll give me a chance to wash this package off because wash everything coming in and out of here. We'll let that play. Now we're going to be outside around 6 or 7 o'clock. We're going to run this back again outside. We're going to show you the exact same failure we're having here inside the house with the gray and white screen paint products and screens. It's going to be the same problem we're going to have outside. Why you should never ever paint your screen gray outside and why you should never go with a white projection screen outside. So when we get outside, we won't be using the Acoustic Pro 1080p3 because that's not meant for outside, it's meant for indoor use only. But we do have Elitist Yardmaster sample over here, so we'll have that outside. I wonder if Vividstone has an outdoor projection screen. I need to look into that. All right, let's come out of here. We don't have too much time here. Because I got to get ready to start printing out labels, and I got to get cracking Jackson. It's gonna be a busy, busy day. Let's get this one done. So I told you about the screens when they can't pull up proper contrast and color. They get that kind of tannish look around the screen. There you go. Anytime you see that look to it, that means the screen's having a difficult time picking up color and picking up contrast. That's why I showed you the color patterns first, so you can see exactly what you're getting, and then we change over and show you the display so you can see it right from there on exactly what you're actually getting. So it doesn't make a difference. You can calibrate your projector from sun up to sundown. You're still not going to pick up color correctly. I think I have a friend of mine, he does work on some of my projectors. We're going to get a calibrated projector and uncalibrated projector, do them side by side, and show you still can't get your color to come up correctly. Because some people honestly believe if they calibrate their projector enough, they can basically achieve the exact same color. Nope, ain't gonna happen. That's like saying I can calibrate a projector, a white screen, to produce a 100% contrast level if I calibrate the projector. How dumb does that sound about right now? All right then, there you go. And if you don't believe me, hey, I'm not a big fan of ABS forums, but hey, pop over there and have a conversation with them. Talk with them for a bit. Ask them, hey, can I calibrate a projector to make it look like it's 4K? Can I calibrate a projector to make the black levels equal to a black screen? No. If that was the case, you would see tons of demonstrations of people doing that on YouTube right now, showing a fully lit environment with white screens or gray screens producing solid black levels. And not only that, taking a black piece of paper and sticking it against the screen so look, I can blend the screen. Not going to happen. Well, that contrast level disappeared quickly. I'll sit there and explain it to you. People like, well, you know, contrast, what color is your cell phone screen? Is it black or is it gray? Okay, then. There you go. Computer screen, what color is it? Black or gray? If you got an old-fashioned floor model, what color is your TV? Is it black or gray? All right, there you go. Welcome to the future. Let's see. Let's go over to, I don't know, like someone did that one. They got kind of iffy about that one. This should be pretty good. One of them I was doing, they hit me with a copyright strike. I said, but it's a demonstration. But you know, whatever. This is why the Phantom has the name Final. Look at it, it's amazing. Pixel white levels, just as high as the gray and white screens can pull. Better contrast, better color. It's nearly untouchable. And like I told you, when we're testing this screen at 10%, it already has the ability to knock out 18 and over certified screens. I told you, when that screen gets 100%, it's going to have that record. And we have it right there on live, recording and documented. I think tomorrow I'll do it again. We'll knock out every certified screen we have in the kitchen drawer versus this screen. And then we'll run it back on ultra short though again, all certified again. So what competition can a gray or white screen give us? Nothing. We can match your screen, we can outperform it all at the same time. You can't say our screens are too dark, doesn't exist. There's the ultimate screen right there. Boom, boom, boom. So we just launched today. We sold 2 of those today. Thank you so much. We just launched our 1 gallon. Our 1 gallon goes for $598. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Let's grab. I'm trying to pick demonstrations I just haven't done in a while. Let's pick this one right here. I gotta wait until Sunday to play the game. I'm gonna play the game, but I gotta wait until Sunday because that's when my buddy had my friend. She has a day off, and we get a chance to pay that back for blood. Oh man, that game is like strictly contrast and red levels, man. If you got a gray screen, I'm just gonna have a problem with it. But we're gonna do some demonstrations on that one too. She's gonna get a kick out of. She has never played any of the Left 4 Dead series. This is her first time playing the Left 4 Dead series. She's gonna have a ball. I explained to her, it's not like World War Z. Can't go running ahead because you'll get murdered quick. She's gonna have a ball with it. How's it about to go? Look, so what time is it? I keep forgetting we're on the PS4 right now. I can't wait to get outside. We get to run this back outside. So like I said, we're going to be on another one. We're going to be outside. This is going to be the next demonstration. We're going to run it back again and see if there's not going to be an improvement. Y'all know that. There's more light outside than there is inside right now. So that's to tell people, even on a cloudy day, there's more light outside literally than there is in your home fully lit. There's no roofs, no ceiling, nothing to protect the screen at all, period. We're right out in the open. So all this right here that's protecting the screen right now, this little bit of ambient light, which I consider to be a little bit, once we get out there, all this is going to be going. There's going to be nothing there to protect the screen. So, like I said, that's the kind of stuff you're going to have to go through. It's going to be brutal. Well, not for our technology. We're used to it. We're used to it. That's something else to notice too. Some of the demonstrations when I watch, they never start the video from the beginning. Because from the beginning, when they show like Sony, LG, one of them, they always show their logo and the logo behind it is black. And that's the first thing that's going to wash out. They never show that part. They always show right in the middle where they have the most colors. So imagine if you had this painted on your screen right now in your home. That's a 4,000 lumen projector behind me. You can't pick that up. That's a venue at that behind me. You can't pick that up. So the first thing most people do is either they're going to upgrade and buy a more expensive projector with a higher contrast ratio. They'll start dimming the lights in the environment. They'll start blocking the windows and dimming the lights and everything to get the colors to pop a little better. And if all out fails, they'll end up calibrating. That's what you'll end up going through. I don't do that. You watch me when I get up in the morning, I turn my projector on, turn the lights on, walk right through. Screen's still lit up. Come out the other end, screen's still lit up. Look at the ceiling, screen's lit up. Go into the next room, screen's lit up. Go outside, screen's lit up. Blue levels are not picking up. I just saw me a 720p XGA Panasonic projector. I will be picking that one up. Doesn't make a difference. I couldn't care less about contrast ratio. Couldn't care less whether it's 4K or 1080p. Doesn't make a difference. That's 720p behind me right now. Completely colorblind. Definitely completely colorblind. Let's move on to another one. These are ones I haven't had a chance to play with for a while. Let's do these right here. That's definitely not picking up. See that? See how high that white level is on that black screen? I told you, once we got technology to the point, we want it super black. That's one thing I talked about in one of my demonstrations. I wanted an ultra black, super black screen, and I wanted the same white level. I said, if we can get that together, we would have the ultimate screen. Said about a couple months ago, and look what God blessed me to have. Ultra black screen, amazing high white levels. We can go back and pull our contrast levels. They can't pick it up. And we can pull white levels. Same thing they can do. Oh man, God is good. So yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, gray screens and white screens, number one, obsolete. Number two, colorblind and can't see contrast. Now, once we said we get the products down here, there'll be no faking any demonstrations. There'll be no dark environments, blocked off windows and all that other nonsense. Where I see people faking in their demonstrations, these are going to be out in the open. You're going to be able to see everything. No dark environments when it comes to contrast. No well-lit environments when it comes to color. No, everything will be exposed. It'll go through the same testing our screens go through every day. Yep. Yes, sirree. Come back here. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back here a minute. Look at his face. right? Look at the skin tone on his face. And that's our black screen. See how dark the screen is? And look at the skin tone on his face compared to the the heightener technology that we embedded into that paint. And then even more impressive, even more crazier, again, 7-year-old product, digital and crystal screen paint, Metallica Mix 2.0. So keep in mind, when this product was being displayed, the Metallica Mix 2.0, a lot of advertising went into them on how advanced it was and the colors, and you get richer colors and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. All the while, we had it already at 7 years ago, right there. So how much of advancement did you do on it? Now, if I saw a difference than what we have here, then I can say, okay, his product is a little bit more advanced than mine. But no, they're displaying the same thing. And the same contrast levels. Let's go pop over to this one. We got a couple of these contrast demonstrations I'm going to show off. So before, red's not going to come up, contrast is not going to come up. Well, this is going to be a good one. This is a really good one. Now this is my generic screen. I got my generic screen, 92 inches. I got it for $112. That's what I paid for my screen. Projector behind me, again, got it for around 270 bucks. That went tax and all that right there. And then if I was a customer and I bought the screen paint at $329, I still would be cheaper than someone having a $5,000 projection screen and a $3,000 to $4,000 projector. Let me show you where gray and white screens can't go. It's my 126-inch Elite screen, coated with Phantom technology, sitting in a bay of windows. Y'all can't go here. Because if your screens would wash out. You can't pick up blue, you can't pick up contrast, and you definitely can't deal with ambient light. I have no overtop awnings blocking any of my light coming through. And if you look at my curtains, you can see objects on the opposite side. I love these curtains because light can push through. I like this area to be as light as possible. That's why I got all my covers done in white. Keep it nice and bright in here. As a matter of fact, those are the new ones I'm supposed to be putting on today. Let's come over here. Oh, wait. Let's go back over here. We're done with this. Forget. Get back to this later. Get back to this demonstration over here. We're just about done anyway. Now, real quick, remember when I told you when I saw the demonstration where, you know who was, we're not going to mention his name, was trying to blend the light gray screen together and the other screen together. I'm going to show you that demonstration too once we get everything down here. But as I said before, that the reason why when you looked at the back of his screen, you could tell how dark the environment was because the way the LED lights were pushing off so much light. You could tell that area was dark where the screen was at. And that lets me know that the background where the environment was at was completely dark. If there was any light hitting that screen, you would have never saw those LED lights push off at the back of that screen. Not at that radiant point. It would have never happened. But the fact that you could just see so much white light, so much of the light pushing out from the corners, clearly shows that the environment was dark to begin with when he did the demonstration. Now, if you notice, I have lights in the back of my screen. My lights are all the way up, and you can't see them pushing off, radiating against the walls or nothing. They cancel out right when they reach a certain degree because window light's killing it. So these are the small things, being in the business for over 12 years, that I can pick up and see in someone's demonstration. Something as small as that gives off so much information when I watch a video demonstration. That's I'm able to go in and get all these certified projection screens and figure out how they function, how they work, and however they have that screen sit in that environment. I can tell by just a window or how much light's hitting the floor. Just the smallest little thing gives me so much information on where your flaws that are coming up on your screen. Like if you had a window such like this, and you say you have light coming through, you know what I look at? I don't look at the window, I look at the floor. Because I look at the floor, if there's light coming through, light would hit the window, come down and cascade and cast a image on the floor. Light would hit the floor. And then I would look out the window and I would see exactly where is the sunlight exactly laying. If it's shadow on this side, I can tell that the sunlight is across the street. It's probably 12 o'clock somewhere in the afternoon when you did the demonstration. I can see all that. So in that demonstration showing the different, your screen can produce the gray versus the lighter screen, how it blends in, whatever. The first thing I looked at was the back of your wall. And the first thing I noticed that your LED lights, the way they were pushing out and the way they illuminated that entire area, that wall was too dark, which means the environment was too dark, which means there was no light hitting the screen at all. You did that demonstration majority in the dark to make your colors pop higher. That's how I know. My screen's 126 inches. Your screen's about 100 inch. This is the 126 inch screen, edgeless, sits in a bay of windows, and the bay of windows cancels the lights out. Yeah, I can pick all that stuff up. Same message out to you, those who design those certified projection screens. Your setups that you have, I can tell exactly what goes on in your setup. I can see all your flaws. We're near just about done. And anyone's going to say, oh, but I can see your flaws too. Where? Screen, sample sheets, projector, screen, window light, 18 feet back. Where? My area is open. Or am I blocking any light? And if that's not enough light for you, well, I can take it outside, put on a 150 inch, or I can take it on a 35 or a 92, whatever one you want.
My name is Paul. I'm 27 years old. I have a husband, a father, a brother, Number 7.
Where we at? Oh, wait a minute. We're on which controller? Let's see what's going on in this one right here. Well, yeah, we're just about done here. I want to go over to the other screen and check that out right now because I don't get a chance to watch that one that much. Let's go over here. We're done with this one. Hopefully today I get a chance to do some gaming today on this. Hopefully. All right, people. Well, that's basically about it for me. I got to get back to work. We got to get ready. I got to get ready to start processing orders. I got to order for 10 of the blackout cloths. Well, that's going to be something else right there. So I had to order a ton of LED lights because blackout cloth surface, when we hang up, comes with free LED lights. So I had to order a lot of LED lights for those customers. All right. As I said before, let me see. All right, let me come here real quick. Yep, at the end of the day, people, yes, your screens are colorblind. If you have these, the screens are colorblind, they're washed out, you can't see. Like I said, most people don't want to calibrate. At the end of the day, they don't want to calibrate. Might as well buy a TV at the end of the day. If you're going to sit there and turn your living room, like I said, that's my living room in there. You know what I mean? That's my lounge, that's my living room. If I got to sit there and I got to darken my curtains, I got to darken the environment, got to calibrate my projector, go do all that nonsense, do all that, I might just buy a TV at the end of the day. Most people, when they come in, they don't want to go through all that. Majority of customers I talk to, they want something they can paint, they want to hook up the projector. They definitely don't want to spend a lot of money on a projector. They really don't want to spend a lot of money on a projector. So the fact that I can take them over to eBay and say, look, you can get this projector right here, or that projector right there, and you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to calibrate or none of that, you're good. My projector is still sitting in its factory settings. This is going to be going outside today because we still have another demonstration outside today. So one thing I like about this screen is it's portable, and I can take it outside and connect that frame that I built. This is the frame that I built. It's designed to take screen size of 92 all the way up to 120 can be linked to that frame. That frame is bolted to my my deck, so that way I don't have to worry about it swinging forward or forward whatsoever. Then I have a clip piece that locks over it just in case the wind hits it. Once you blow it out, it's locked in place. But yeah, that's the screen right there. So we're going to be taking that one out there and getting ready to do that demonstration today. We're going to be running this back again. Put this over here, done with that, and get my tape because I got orders to take care of. Still waiting for containers to come in. So that's what I'm waiting for today. This is the black paint that we have. The 2 customers have already ordered. This is the Phantom, the one you just saw right there. I'm ready to put the labels on it. That's how dark that screen is. The screen is ultra dark. So the labels on that. We got orders in for the Christian screen paint from a couple of churches. So I have that to make right there. Then I have to make some. This is Phantom. All that got sold. So we got a lot of stuff that got sold. And I still have to make more labels. And I need more tape because I ran out of tape yesterday. Yeah, we're good. We're good. And I got to ship this off to a customer. I'm shipping this to a customer because they don't have a really good projector and they're doing it for a haunted house display through charity. So gave them a good price on the invisible and they're getting the projector for free. I got a box set up too. Yeah. We got a lot to do. And I still haven't got a chance to play with this. It's a plastic wallpaper screen. The Phantom, we're not making wallpaper screens, but this right here, I made my own wallpaper screen for my Phantom. So I can hook that up anywhere I want, set my RetroPie, and get the gaming if I ever get a chance to game. All right, people. Well, with that being said, I am going to make myself a sandwich, get myself a nice glass of ice cold juice, and I'm going to watch some TV. Hold on for a minute. Why are we in Bluetooth mode? We're not in Bluetooth. Okay. Alexa, what time is it? See if we. I think this one I got linked up for my name. Again. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m. So my projector has been on since I had it on last night. I woke up, projector was on, so I let it run anyway. It doesn't make a difference. So yeah, it's been on all day. So it's at 4 o'clock, 4:30 p.m. and I can sit here and watch a movie with all my light pushing in with no problem. So I'm gonna watch some Leave It to Beaver. You guys enjoy your time. Leave It to Beaver. That's what I like to watch. This is what I watch. I'm like, oh, you watch? No, I don't watch. I got these big screens all at the house. I don't watch no action. No, I watch westerns and old movies. That's what I like to watch. I'm like, oh, what a waste of screen. No, I like what I like to watch. I like to watch. Leave It to Beaver. This is my thing. Like the old TV shows back in the day. Leave It to Beaver.
Leave it to Beaver.
Yeah! Why would I buy TV? For what? Anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. If you're interested in our technology, or screen paint technology, basically just contact us with the information below. This is the acoustic. These are the acoustic technologies we make on a $60 projector. Off topic, $60 projector, acoustic screen. I like this guy. I can sit here sometimes and chill, and the sound will come through the screen. I love the sound that comes through the screen. I saw that one with the alligator. I watch him back over and over and over again. I don't care. Uh-oh, here comes Mr. Hollywood. He just woke up. What you doing? Yeah, doing something stupid, aren't you? I heard something crazy going on. Let's go. Get away from there. Go back. Go to your room. Like, go to your room. He has his own room. He's good. You know better. You're not supposed to be on the screen like that. All right. Let me see. I'm watching this. This is one of my other favorites, Shaun and the Sheep. I watch this all day.
Welcome to new Star Wars Lightsaber Forge. We create lightsabers inspired by the legends. We master them, then customize to full.
Here's Shaun and the Sheep. Here's Shaun and the Sheep. We're done here. Yeah, what you call them? You're going to explain for that. You know better than that. All right, got to break all that down, get that ready for demonstrations for outside. So this is where this is going. I'll keep you guys right here because too close, and Wi-Fi doesn't pick up too well outside. As a matter of fact, I need to pick myself another booster right here by the in the kitchen. That's what I need to do. So I'm gonna hang this one outside right now. So that's all locked in. So show you some really cool trick. Really quick before I go. Now, these clamps right here, when the wind hits that screen at the bottom, it kind of pushes out a little bit. So our loop screws right there on the side, I just basically take some twine around through here, and then basically take it and clip it to the side of the screen. And that's what keeps the screen tethered down to keep it from pushing back in and out. Really cool thing to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go tether that down. We're done. This is for the next demonstration. I'm gonna go get myself something to eat. We'll watch a little TV, and then I'll be back on, and we'll do that demonstration next. So we're gonna do the same demonstration we did in here. I'm gonna run it back outside. Just to show you that at the end of the day, do not want to go with a gray or white screen outside, whether it be digital and crystal screen paint or any other gray screen paint mix. It's not going to work well. All right, with that being said, gotta go, and God bless.